Welcome to my show, Reflections. You are over here with Sarithia. Hit the like and subscribe button because you know how I do when I get over here with my crew. Roll up and pop up because we are here talking about pyramids. Reflection. We here talking about a little energy. What type of energy you want tonight or today? Reflection. What type of energy you want? I got to know. I got to know before I let you in my spaceship because you can't come in here with that bad energy, okay? Now, with that being said, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button because it lets everyone know I have officially landed with my crew and we come here to shake shit up. So if you comfortable, get ready to get uncomfortable. Reflection, because that's what I do. That's what I do. Now, remember, these videos are for educational purposes only. These videos are not to offend anyone. Reflection, I'm just here leaving stains on brains. Okay. So with that being said, let me turn my music down in my spaceship. And remember, Reflection, I'm not here to waste your time. When I pull up with my spaceship, listen, I know you be busy and shit. So I have to go on ahead and present this information. Now, remember, this information, Reflection, don't never listen to what nobody tell you. Remember, on Earth, they be tricking you and shit. They be tricking you, Reflection. That's what I heard. That's what they be saying on Mars. They said they be, y'all play a lot of tricks over here on Earth. Reflection shit. You think you're going left, you're going right. You think you're going up, and damn it, you're going down. I'm going down. Yes, because you ain't around. Yes, Mars have officially landed. They said, Serene, don't come over here with this shit. Don't come over. Okay. But y'all know how I do when we get over here talking about the Egyptians. You know how I do when we get to talking about the Egyptians. Shit, Reflection. Y'all know I'm very serious when it comes to the Egyptians. Now, Reflections, I like to go throughout history and I like to pull history um because a lot of history that we see today, Reflection, it goes back to the Egyptians. I know y'all always say, y'all will jump in my emails talking about, Sarita, why you always talking about everything go back to the Egyptians? Well, Reflection, if it did, if I could make it go back to the Egyptians, if it really did, then I couldn't do it. Reflection, shit. I can only use what they give me. Okay. So with that being said, remember these videos are not to offend anyone. Okay. Quit being so sensitive. So with that being said, Reflection, we have all heard about pyramids. Okay. Now we know that the Egyptians, Reflection, they were pyramid builders. Okay. They were pyramid builders and they perfected this. Okay. They perfected this craft. Now, what a lot of people don't know is yes, the pyramids do align up with the stars. The pyramids do hold energy, but not only do they hold energy, they conduct energy. Reflection. These are energy conductors. These are healing centers. Reflection. Okay, these are temples. Do you hear what I'm saying to you, Reflection? These pyramids were built from the ground up, literally strategically. Reflection. There is no imperfection about how the Egyptians built their pyramids. Okay, but not only that, these pyramids were sacred temples, but they were also healing temples. Again, Reflection. These temples were places they would actually go in and give praise to the gods, call in on the gods. They would do certain rituals, medical rituals in these particular pyramids. Reflection. And if you'll notice, all of the pyramids, even today, even the artificial built pyramids, reflect, you have even the artificial built pyramids, the duplicates, Reflection, they are usually by a body of water. They are by a big body of water. Now, a long time ago, I had did a video going over the different pyramids that are around the United States. And I may go back tomorrow and we will look back at that video and we'll double back on it a little bit if you want, Reflection. Okay. But today or tonight, whenever you hit this video, we are going back and we are talking about the importance of these pyramids. And if you'll notice, Reflection, there are a lot of pyramids in North America. Now, I know what they said Egypt was, and that's a video for another day. I ain't even finna shake up y'all day or y'all night like that. Okay, they said, Teresa, there you go. There you go talking about it. We over here in Egypt and shit. There you go with that shit again. Put your roll up and polo up down. I told you this is North America. This shit ain't Egypt. I told you, Teresa, don't start. Don't make me click off this video. Okay, then, Reflection. Okay, there you go get sensitive and shit again. Didn't I tell you in the beginning of the video, don't get sensitive. Don't get sensitive on this video because I'm just here to present the evidence. Okay. Now, with that being said, reflection, now that we know these pyramids were more than pyramids, these were energy conductors. Let's see why the Egyptians really built them, reflection, and why would they if this is truly, if they are truly energy conductors, reflection, why would they hide that? Why would they hide that these pyramids are energy conductors? And if they are energy conductors, reflection, what would be the point of building a duplicate of what the Egyptians built, reflection? Because the Egyptians were harnessing energy and shit, reflection. So is that what's being done with the pyramids today, reflection? Or is it just symbolism? Is it just pure symbolism? Shit, we like what the Egyptians built. We just wanted to just build some shit like what they built. Sarita, you always put too much, ain't nobody even harnessing no energy. We put a red light at the top of it. Okay. I'm doing too much. I'm not gonna talk about the red light.
Have you been to Egypt?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Dude,
I heard it's insane.
I climbed to the center of the Great Pyramid.
Yeah.
Wild energy in there, vibrating.
Really? Like you feel it?
Yeah.
Or is it just like
no, you feel it.
You
You can
freaking
almost
out because you're there?
No, you can almost hear it.
Really?
It's like this weird energy in there. Yeah, like it doesn't put off like a bad vibe or anything. It just feels like electric in there. It's like, what is this? A fucking power station?
What is it? If there's one place that I could go and see what the fuck was it like, it would be ancient Egypt. That would be the number one spot. I'd be like, I gotta see, what were you guys doing? Like, how'd you do this?
Okay, reflection. So, what do you think about that? He said when he went in this particular pyramid, reflection, he felt like he was in a whole energy cave. He felt like he didn't feel nothing but energy, reflection. It was emitting nothing but energy. What do you think about that?
Get in here, get in here, get in here. I got a little treat for y'all today. Now, people always show you this map, but I have two pictures that maybe be right here of pyramids, maybe be right here, or maybe here. But let me go show you this picture, and you decide for yourself. Is this Utah? Is this Grand Canyon? Let me know. Now, when the foreigners arrived to America, this is what they saw. But take a good look at the buildings. Is this Mississippi? Is this Colorado? Is this Texas? Is this Philadelphia? You can basically tell in the background and the buildings, but I'm gonna let you decide.
Okay, so what do you think about that, reflection? And if you do go look back at these pictures of these pyramids, don't just look at the pyramids, look at the shit around it, reflection. Look at the context clues, reflection. Now, shit, what did you think about that? Did you see all of those buildings that were around those pyramids, reflection? Is it just a coincidence? Shit, was it a crop in, crop out type of situation? What was this, reflection? What was that pyramid doing right there?
Hey, Kukulkan está enojado.
So what do you think about that, reflection? This is not the, if you go do some research, it has been a lot of strange activities that has been happening around these pyramids. What do you think about that, reflection? What do you think?
The shocking reason why people that have sold their soul are obsessed with Orgone pyramids. Now you can see here in Drake's story, he talks about sitting by some good energy. And these people absolutely understand the importance of being around good energy even though they sold their soul. And if you don't know what these things are and why our governments have gone to extreme lengths to suppress this technology, then stick around. These are Orgone generators which emit life force energy and neutralize EMF radiation. You can see in this video how Orgonite neutralizes EMF radiation. There's the Orgonite device. It's reading about 300 on the meter right now, and it goes right down to about 0. Even with the frozen
Okay, reflection. So, what do you think about that right there? When he speaks about organized reflection, when you put certain fruit, just go do some research. It is said that when you put, you can even put, you know how you have fruit and it'll go bad after a couple of days. Reflection. Well, everything that you put in these pyramids, reflection, it make it better. Yes, the Egyptians. Shout out to them. Everything that goes inside those pyramids become more potent. Reflection. It becomes better. It was even this research that was done showing reflection that if you put certain fruit inside this particular pyramid or the copper pyramids reflections, then it will actually make the fruit better. It will make the like your fruit one it won't rot as quick. Reflection, it won't go bad as quick. Shit, I can get a pack of strawberries right now, reflection, in 2 days, and that's pushing it. 2.5 days, reflection, my shit got mold on it. I'm like, when did strawberries start getting mold and shit on it? After 2 days.
Hi guys, I thought to make this quick video. This is the first pyramid I've built, I was talking about in the other video. This is the Nubian pyramid. So that's set at 72 degrees. That's what helps to concentrate the cosmic universal energy, source energy. Also for the apex there, that's what deflects any negative energy and helps to bring all the positive inside. See, that's the fittings for the corner I've made. There. Quite pleased with that, and that's my grounding mat. So when I'm actually doing meditation in the house, obviously being in the UK, the weather's not always great to get outside, so
Okay, reflection. So hit the like and subscribe button. You're over here with the crew, and you know how we do. We're over here talking about pyramids and the hidden mystery behind the pyramids. These Egyptians, they built these pyramids, but these pyramids had a bigger significant meaning behind them. Reflection. These were literally energy portals. These were literally healing centers. Reflections. Okay, so with that being said, let's keep going.
Have you been to Egypt?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Dude.
Get in here, get in here, get in here.
The tops of the pyramids were constructed using gold, an excellent conductor of electricity. In the middle, granite acts as an energy transceiver. A combination of these elements allows for wireless energy to be generated. A study conducted in 2018 investigated the pyramid's ability to concentrate energy. A team of scientists tested radio waves at varying frequencies to determine if the pyramid would respond to electromagnetic waves of a resonant length. They discovered that the pyramid focuses electromagnetic energy in its internal chambers and beneath its base. Radio waves with a length of 200 to 600 meters can produce resonances, with a stronger effect when the length is closer to 200 meters. In 2019, Eric Wilson published a paper titled Large-Scale Thermoacoustic Generator, which describes the ability of rocks, including granite, to withstand vibration and allow electrons to move through them and up to the surface. Wilson's paper suggests that the ancient builders of the Great Pyramid created a power-generating machine that harnessed the natural vibrations of the Earth, which are caused by tidal energy from the moon's gravity, using a combination of science and music. This technology has the potential to produce limitless clean energy, but there is still uncertainty about the source of the energy. This theory is related to the work of Nikola Tesla, who also tried to use the Earth's resonance to make a wireless power distribution system, like the Great Pyramid. Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower was built on top of an aquifer that discharged negative ions to the top of the tower. Copper and iron rods were put into the water, and electricity that was sent into the tower was sent through the air to receivers that the public could use. Similarly, the Great Pyramid was constructed on top of an aquifer, and copper pipes and iron rods were recently discovered in an older underground water channel. The capstone of the pyramid is made of gold, and the River Nile used to run close to the pyramids, creating an electric current beneath them. The electricity flowed through the granite stones and into the gold capstone, creating physioelectricity. Physioelectricity is the electrical energy that can be harnessed from natural physical movements, such as walking or flowing currents from a river or underground aquifers. Ancient people used this principle to build the pyramids. which were designed to generate energy from the vibration caused by water rushing into the base chambers and exiting. The energy would then vibrate the pyramids and hit the king's chamber with a specific frequency. The king's chamber contained geomechanical devices that would convert these energies into electromagnetic energy. Tesla's project encountered obstacles as he required more funding to complete it. When he asked J.P. Morgan for additional funds, Morgan withdrew from the agreement, empowering Tesla's competitors Edison and Marconi instead. Morgan even advised others to avoid Tesla, leading to his bankruptcy by 1915. Tesla was no longer able to maintain the Wardenclyffe Tower, and it was demolished and sold for scrap in 1917, ending the project. Similarly, there is evidence that the Great Pyramid was destroyed from the inside. Also, the Great Pyramid has yielded some fascinating discoveries. Traces of hydrochloric acid were found in the structure, and sulfuric acid was detected in the southern shaft. Furthermore, the northern shaft contained zinc chloride and ammonium chloride, which have the potential to create hydrogen gas without being mixed. If ammonium chloride and sulfuric acid were combined, it could lead to an explosion, but the pyramid's structure would likely have kept it under control. In 2001, scorch marks were discovered in the Grand Gallery on the ceiling above the resonator's original location, and there were cracks in the granite beams on the southeastern ceiling of the king's chamber, which experts attribute to an earthquake. However, the damage only occurred in areas where highly compressed and heated hydrogen was flowing. The walls of the king's chamber also appear to bulge out and separate from the ceiling, indicating that an explosion may have occurred. The damage is not confined to the chamber, as the steps, other interior parts, and the southern shaft were also affected. Analysis revealed that the southern shaft was coated with salt about an inch thick, indicating that hydrogen was boiling and bubbling up the shaft.
Okay, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. We over here talking about the Egyptians. We're talking about the pyramids. We're talking about why is there so many pyramids over here in North America? Ain't they supposed to be over there in Egypt, Reflection? Why is it so many pyramids still being discovered today? Playgrounds and all type of shit being built over them roads and shit. Allegedly, daycare centers, all type of hospitals, churches and shit. Reflection, allegedly. Allegedly, that's what I heard. That's what they said on Mars. I didn't even say this shit. They said it, Reflection, okay?
Wow. You had crystal towers made out of pure crystals, your crystallized intent, but in this shape, with vortexes on top of it. The top where 2 points meet, that's a vortex. It's a vortex used for channeling more energy. And spears as well. Channel more energy, electricity. Prisms, this is the prism shape. Rectangles, they hinder electricity. These are prism shapes. Rectangles. Squares and rectangles, these are prism shapes. Why do you think your house is shaped like a square? Squares, they got you living in boxes. Squares and rectangles. See what I'm saying? To hinder you. Meanwhile, you're supposed to live under pyramid-like structure domes. Because your electricity could flow. They know that. So they put you in prison or prism shapes, which is where the word prison comes from. It comes from prism. So, rectangles. You can't generate no electricity with rectangle shapes. Those are prisms. You need spears. In vortexes, pyramids. This is the vortex right here. The point where 2 lines meet to form any electrical output. This is why in Egypt there's big ass pyramids with what? Vortexes. That's the whole point of a pyramid is it's a vortex. Vortex. You know how much energy you're gonna generate with a vortex? With a pyramid? That's why we had them. And they will never tell you that. They try to act like they don't know why they're there. They know why the fuck they're there and what they're there to do. Energy, generate electricity and energy. We literally eat the shit. We are electricity. At your base form, you break down to atoms, electrons, neutrons, atoms, neutrons and electrons, protons, neutrinos, light photons. That's all electricity. This is why do you think people try to talk about an alkaline diet? That's an electrical diet. They try to eat foods that generate high electrical charges. The only foods that generate high electrical charges, the only food that's going to generate high electrical charges, even fish don't do that because it's a meat. And I eat fish. I eat fish sandwiches. But I'm still eating dead flesh. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's clean. It's a cleaner meat than eating some beef or some pork, but it's still dead flesh. The only food right now that's going to give you any type of electrical charge is fruit.
Reflection. Hit the like and subscribe button. He said neutrons, protons, electrons, whatever tron you want to call it. It's all energy, baby. It's all energy. Now we know, Reflection, why they had the pyramids close to the water and shit. Reflection, water is what? Okay, the pyramids are what? 1 + 2 give you what? Reflection. We just over here trying to make this shit make sense.
It's a very important thing to know, but for some reason we don't know it. But if you stand at the center of what was once the greatest civilization in the United States, yeah, America's first city, or one of them. Basically, it's the American Indian's finest achievement. Well, at this point, you've got a 4-lane freeway that just runs right through it. And, of course, when you're on that freeway, you're just looking around there. All you're going to see is Illinois, you know. A lot of you have seen that. Lots of agriculture, some trees. You'd never suspect anything. You wouldn't imagine thousands or perhaps millions of people that once teemed this area around this grand plaza. You wouldn't know that, would you? You'd never even cross your mind. However, it's actually less than 10 miles to the west of St. Louis.
So what do you think about that, Reflection? Remember, I told you playgrounds, all type of roads and shit, Highway 313 and shit built all over the pyramids and shit. Reflection, what is really going on? You're driving over a pyramid, don't even know it. Don't even know it. Allegedly, Reflection is alleged. That's what I heard. That's what they said over there on Mars. They said y'all be building playgrounds and shit over the Egyptians' pyramids. That's what they said. Reflection, is it true? Is it true? Let me know. Okay, Reflection. What do you think about that? What do you think they did? That they put it to the test? You know, I love people to put shit to the test. They put it to the test, Reflection. And did you notice the difference when they were put under the copper conductors, Reflection? How the fruit, even when you open the fruit up, Reflection, it was still fresh. It was still like new, Reflection. What's really going on? What is going on?
Did Nikola Tesla really know the secret behind the pyramids? According to Tesla, the pyramids were more than just ancient tombs or architectural marvels. He believed that they held a hidden power, a mysterious energy source waiting to be unlocked. Tesla speculated that the pyramids were designed to harness and transmit wireless energy, tapping into the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. In his view, these majestic structures acted as gigantic power plants, capable of transmitting energy across vast distances. Imagine a world where electricity flowed freely, wirelessly, without the need for cumbersome cables or grids. Tesla envisioned a future where the pyramid's technology could be harnessed, revolutionizing the way we power our world. While Tesla's theory remains speculative, it challenges us to think beyond conventional wisdom. It sparked
Before they had telephones, baby. Before they had telepathic communication, the Egyptians had pyramids. Okay, with telepathic communication pyramids, they was all around the same time. But listen, you get what I'm trying to say, don't you? Reflection. The pyramids, these were literally, call me on the phone. Call them on the phone. These were literally like our radio systems. Reflection. Shit going on. We go in the pyramids and shit so we can contact the other people in the other kingdom. Shit, reflection, let them know what's going on. Listen, y'all need to be aware because this what's going on. They didn't need no telephone. Reflection. They go in the pyramid and they handle business. This is more than just I'm trying to tell you, reflection. This is more than some shit to just look good. This is more than just energy conductors. This is more than just a healing center. This shit is a portal.
This is my 10-inch pyramid. It's made out of titanium alloy tubes. It's an antenna. It's an exact replica of the Cheops pyramid in Egypt. It has a treatment platform on top so you can treat smaller objects. On the bottom are 5 points are Lexan connectors, and it comes also with the precision compass. It's a very powerful little pyramid generator. It creates the life force. Anything you put in it gets better. It makes vitamins more potent. Water bottles get charged up. Plants grow faster with the charged energy. Food taste improves. Potency improves. Everything improves. It works because of its shape. And we're copying the same shape as the Great Pyramid. It was left as a monument in stone to be copied. It was designed to stay there for tens of thousands of years. And I recreated the shape, and it does miraculous things. It makes rejuvenation forces. Living cells rejuvenate, non-living cells preserve. Meat does not rot in the pyramid. Vegetables do not rot. They just mummify or they dehydrate. But it's the sacred geometry, the angles, that make it work. This is one of my favorite devices. This is the Dream Machine. And it's called the Dream Machine because everybody that's used it, it goes over your bed. I suggest by your feet so you can see it. You have incredible dreams. And these are made up of Cheops pyramids that are base to base, which I call a pyramid crystal. And it's 3 of these crystals. It creates an expansion of the energy, a contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion, which creates a flow.
Okay, reflection. I'm gonna stop it right there. Hit the like and subscribe button because we over here with the crew, and this is how we do. We are talking about pyramids, which are energy conductors, reflection, and why they were so close to the water, and why do we still see all these damn pyramids over here in North America? Shit, reflection reminds me of Egypt. So with them, allegedly. Shit, I dropped my spaceship over here. They said we in North America. I said, ain't no way, this Egypt. It ain't no way we in North America. This got to be Egypt. I was leaving Mars and shit. I ain't had my GPS system and shit working. Reflection. I ain't putting enough water in my spaceship, so my GPS system, it wasn't, you get what I'm saying? It wasn't boot up. Reflect, you need a little water in there. You gotta have a little water. I ain't had nothing but a third of the tank. So therefore, I didn't just enough to get here. Reflection, just like, see, I love you. I love you. Reflection. I came over here on a third of the tank of water all the way from Mars just to tell you about these pyramids, what's going on over here. Reflection. You wondering why they built in the center of town. You wondering why all this shit going on around these pyramids. You wondering why all these crimes are happening around these pyramids. Never mind.
We heard about these caves in the western panhandle of Oklahoma, far out west, in which ancient Egyptians and Phoenicians came to this land 1500 BC, 3,500 years ago, and they left their art, their markings in the rock called petroglyphs, claiming the land for their god, Baal. So this is how we began to see these ancient Egyptians came here and claimed the land. They brought that spirit of Baal to our land even before the white man ever came.
It's almost like they made a covenant.
They did. They made, exactly, Sid. That's exactly right. They made a covenant, and a blood covenant with Baal, and they claimed this land, and there's a timeline in that.
Reflection shit. Now hit the like and subscribe. But you heard what Uncle Sam just said. They said, "Who uncle?" That ain't my uncle Tariq. But he's somebody uncle. Well, listen, Reflection. He said we gotta listen to what everybody say. We can't be biased over here, Reflection. We can't do that. That ain't how you win like that. Okay, so listen, Reflection. He said this shit. He think this shit got something to do with baby lion. He said this is the baby lion. This is the ode to the baby lion, Babylon. You know what I'm talking about, Reflection. You ain't missing them, but the eye is baby lion. Okay, listen. Tariq be trying to say shit without saying shit because I'm over here on Earth, and I know y'all don't play that shit. I ain't trying to go back to Mars with my forehead and shit bigger. Now, if you new to the crew, you don't know what that means. When you get to talking too much over here on Earth, and you get what I'm saying, they tell you, shh, be quiet. You talk too much, say this shit again. You will come back with your forehead bigger if you fuck around and say this shit again.
Nowhere in all the tens of thousands of hieroglyphs found throughout ancient Egypt, not one single one of them shows anything about them cutting stone, nor does it show anything depicting the construction of a pyramid. The Egyptians are said to be a Bronze Age culture, which means that's supposed to be the most sophisticated type of tooling that they had. However, when modern tests have been done, it's failed miserably. You can technically cut these things in half, but it takes a tremendous amount of time. And if they were said to be tombs for the pharaohs, and keep in mind, there's more like something like 118 pyramids in Egypt. They were all said to be done in a chronological order and within a certain period of time. When we were talking tens of millions of stone blocks in aggregate, and then all the other tens of millions of blocks that make up statues, casing stones, when you're doing it with methods that can barely get more than an inch an hour, so slow, and not to mention the precision is nowhere near it, it's a mystery.
He said, make this shit make sense. He said, who the fuck built this shit? Hold on, wait a minute. Who built this shit? It was 10 million bricks. Who built this shit? They had to create them, make them dry up in the sun, everything. Allegedly, who created this shit? They're fucking geniuses. Let me know. Point me to the direction.
Somebody want to tell me who was using these big ass books? Because if you see the woman and her size in this big ass book, it don't add up, dog. No, it don't. Look at this guy in this big ass book. A giant had to be reading this book. Had to be. Scholars reading this big ass book. I bet they know who had these big ass books, but we know who had these big ass books too. That looking like a big ass door, because that's a big ass door. That looking like a big ass door, because that's a big ass door. Damn. That's a big ass tomb. Only a giant gonna fit in that bitch. That look-alike a normal size human and a big ass giant. That's what it look-alike. That look-alike normal size human beings and another big ass giant. This one look kinda weird. This normal size human being getting fed or getting a drink from a big ass giant. Now, that was Egyptian hieroglyphics, but there are more pyramids in America than it is anywhere in the world. There are also hieroglyphics in the Grand Canyon, which I'll be doing another video on soon.
We just here trying to make this shit make sense. They said it was 100 and some pyramids, Reflection, and the other Egypt, Reflection. They said the other whatever, Reflection, shit, Egypt, whatever. They said it's 100 and some over there, Reflection. But damn it, why is it so many of them over here? It's 100 and some over there, thousands over here. Literally, they still looking. They still uncovering them day by day. Now let's make this shit make sense. Reflection. Do you think maybe they like the Egyptians so much they just said, fuck it, we're gonna build a whole bunch of them over here? Like, what do you think? But I thought the original place, like Reflection, I thought the original places always had the most shit. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me think about this. So you telling me North America got the most pyramids, but Egypt only got 100 and some pyramids, but that's the real. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, this don't make sense. Wait a minute. They said, Teresa, get back on the spaceship. Get back on the spaceship, because there you go. But it don't make sense, y'all. Listen, why would they put all of them over here then on North America? And they said that Egypt is all the way over. That doesn't make sense. Reflection tell me. They said, no, Teresa, it make perfect sense. It make perfect sense. They stole their shit over there in Egypt and tried to make North America look like that this is Egypt. That's what it was. And the reason why they have so many pyramids over here, allegedly, reflection, is because it's because, you know, when motherfuckers be lying, they say listen, it's because reflection, they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, they just wanted, you get what I'm saying, they want to show their homage to the Egyptians. That's why ISIS name is in Mississippi and Khalifa name is in California. And okay.
As an Indian because of African descent, or am I this color because this is the color of my ancestors?
Indian territory is tribes. Like, people be thinking Indians with the Pocahontas looking, that ain't how Indians look. They look like them people in New Orleans.
And all of them had each other's names tattooed on them. Man. And this was when I was younger, I didn't understand it, but then when I started going to New Orleans, like, you know, on tour and shit.
We tried.
The way they are with each other, they love each other a different way than everybody else.
We're going to talk about the black Indians I met that are still alive.
No, go ahead. Let's talk about them. Go ahead.
In New Orleans.
Well, the truth to that lies with the anthropologists, if they tell the truth. Because as they dig into the grounds, they have found people and they know they look like I look.
A few weeks ago, a guy was digging a pool in his backyard in the downtown area of New Orleans. You see, New Orleans was smaller one time, and this area was country. And they hit 6 feet down, they hit a casket. I said, what's the casket doing here? It was a cypress casket. Cypress wood. Now, you know, when you dig down more than a foot or two in New Orleans, you're going to hit water. Cypress is a tree that's grown in a swamp. It does not rot. The cypress casket has been good for a few hundred years. They found black Indians inside with black artifacts, Indian artifacts. Okay? They said, well, let's dig north instead of that right here. They went north in casket. South hit them, east hit them, west hit them. We found that there's a graveyard, an ancient graveyard that's almost a mile in north, south, east, and west.
Reflection, these caskets are everywhere. Not only are the mounds everywhere, the caskets are everywhere. They said, Teresa, they was talking about the Indians. Reflection, all this shit go together. All of it go together. One what was past is the present, and what is the present has always been the past. How many times do I gotta tell you it ain't nothing new under the sun? Reflection, how many times do we gotta say this on these videos? Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Teresa. Everything is alleged. I done rolled up and pulled up. Reflection, do your own research, but I'm just here trying to tell you some shit. I'm just trying to tell you.
Ancient Egypt, the original one, not the one that we know of today, is actually in America. I know, it's hard for me to wrap my head around this one too. But did you know that there's more pyramids in North America than there are in Egypt? Which is odd, because you would think that if the Egyptians were from modern day Egypt, there should be more pyramids there, not over here. How did they get over here in the first place? Also, look at our dollar bill. It literally has a pyramid on the back of it. And that's the Washington Monument, which look a lot like obelisks over in Egypt. Really, the similarities are insane. Also, did you know that on April 5th in 1909, there was an article published about the exploration of G.E. Kincaid, which was funded by the Smithsonian. It's where they discovered an enormous cave system in the Grand Canyon while G.E. Kincaid was floating down the Colorado River. And this cave system extended 1,600 meters into the ground. Like, that's massive. And they found Egyptian hieroglyphics. They found tools. They found pottery. They found even mummies in it. They found an entire room full of them. But they won't tell you that because to this day, the Smithsonian is in denial of ever funding such an exploration, and there are claims that G.E. Kincaid never even existed. But that's not even where it stops. Look at this old map of America. It's called Ti Amari Khan, and in the Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionary, Ti Amaru, which means people of the land of the Nile flood, aka Egyptians. Ti Amaru Tiamari, land of the Egyptians. These are the Cherokee and Pawnee native Moors, which were the original black people in Tiamari, the land of Egypt. And that leads to believe that the Moors of Tiamari, the land of Egypt, are the original Israelites and the original children of God.
What you think about that reflection? You heard what he said. You heard what he said, Taretha. Didn't even say that shit this time. He said.
Somebody want to tell me who was using these big ass books?
So if you do a rewind on the geological clock of Giza, you find out that the Nile ran right up next to the pyramids. Now, when you take magnetized crystal granite, which is the base, and you use running water underneath it, you create physiostatic electricity. Then the granite will pull the ions up into the pyramid, send them up the Grand Gallery. Now, the Grand Gallery has these slots on each side. They could have been resonating rods, something to step up the electricity as it went up into the King's Chamber. In the King's Chamber, here's what's interesting. There's a box in there that they try to say it's a sarcophagus. It's not a sarcophagus. I'm 6'4". I can't fit in that box. You see what a real sarcophagus is. These things are massive, not this little tiny box. The box is the exact dimensions, though, of the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant used to sit inside of that box. It was technology. It was a capacitor. And that would then give the extra boost and send the electricity up through the apex, where there was a gold capstone. The obelisk, which are magnetized crystal granite, would capture that ambient wireless electricity and then pass it on to what they call jed pillars. They had these jeds. They're depicted in many hieroglyphs, people holding them and connecting them to light bulbs and electroplating devices in hieroglyphs, which I took everybody to go see.
What do you think about that reflection? Is this perfection? Is it perfection reflection? What was the Egyptians doing? What were they creating these pyramids for? And why the fuck are there so many of them in North America? Reflection. Just think about it. After you figure out where these pyramids are in North America, reflection, think about what goes on in that area. Just think about it.
Question of the day. How come all these places called Egypt, right? And all the places called Cairo is in the same exact spot, right? With these pyramids exactly in the same spot. Can somebody please, because 3 coincidences? Come on, 3 coincidences? Come on, bro. We're not just gonna play stupid. Can anybody tell me today about this so-called mystery? And while you answering it, where did the Egyptians go? Please, can you answer this? And then the Mississippi River, like the same map of Egypt, and our name can get changed, black color. Why you keep changing our name?
I want to know. Yes, we just asked him some questions. Shit, reflection, we ain't even saying shit. He just asked where the Egyptians went. He said, shit, where they at? Is they in the north, the left, the right? They under the sea? Under the sea. Where they at, reflection? Look where they at.
Egypt has 118 pyramids. But did you know that America has over 2,000? This conspiracy theory is guaranteed to blow your mind. It states that the Grand Canyon is a path to Egypt, and that's because there's pyramids, hieroglyphics, mummies, and tons of other Egyptian artifacts were found, and all the areas that are marked off actually mimic Orion's belt, and all the main points are named after Egyptian gods. And some of the biggest pyramids around the world and in the United States are actually hidden under mountains. Go ahead, look it up. The majority of the pyramids really start picking up along the eastern part of America, which according to this map of what America really is, that's all ancient Mesopotamia and Babylon, which makes sense why you find all these ancient hidden civilizations in the eastern parts of America, and why you have all these obelisks, because America's the real Egypt, and they've just been lying to you. What do you
Ooh, remember everything over here is the ledge. Everything is what I heard up the street, around the corner, up the block. He said we in America. He said what I said Egypt. What he say America, Egypt. Which one he say we was in, reflection? Did he say Egypt or America? Which one?
There are over 100 pyramids along the Mississippi River.
Ramses III, a pharaoh or a Nesut Petit of the 19th dynasty, there's evidence of him on the Mississippi River. There's evidence of Egypt in America that goes back many millennia. We know that the Kemites, the Egyptians, the Sudanese had this power. We know that they had the boats that would be able to make a trip this way, along with the fact that they had different types of ways in which to power it, whether it was through the wind or whether it was through oars. They knew how to travel the waters that would be the ocean currents and the wind systems, and they knew the seasons to know when the winds would be at their best, so they knew when to travel. You can see it in the civilization of the Olmec, of the Maya, of the pyramids.
What do you think? What you think, Reflection? He said it. He said he's talking. We are here talking about the construction. Anybody just got in, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't make me push you out my spaceship. So you over here with the crew and you ain't hit the like and subscribe button. Reflection. Hold on there. I know you ain't on that bald head whole shit. I know you with the crew, right? Okay, then hit the like and subscribe button. I got my eyes on you. All right. I got my eyes on you. We over here talking about the Egyptians, and we are talking about the hidden mystery. What was really the purpose of these pyramids, and why today do you see certain buildings? Go to some of these casinos. Reflection. Shit, I ain't saying them, but I'm saying something. It's a reason why these pyramids are built, and you will never find a pyramid. Listen to Tarika. You will never find a pyramid, and it's not a body of water in there. Never.
Up there, they're fixing that. That's the. So now we've come into Egypt. The Egyptian pyramid. Area.
Okay, Reflection. So she in Kentucky, and she said, "Look, this looked like a pyramid to me." Now I know it looked like other people call it a hill, but that looked like a pyramid. What do you think? Remember, everything over here is alleged. We're just trying to make it make sense. Reflection. Was that a pyramid or was it a hill?
You didn't know they tore a mound down. My friend, we didn't just tear one sacred mound down in Ohio. We tore down, plowed over, or built over thousands of mounds and earthworks in Ohio. Many people don't realize that Ohio was, and still is, home to the largest concentration of prehistoric landscape architecture anywhere in the world. And many of those sacred earthworks were located in places where Europeans chose to build our cities, so they were removed or built on top of. This is certainly true in the case of cities like Marietta, where some of those earthworks were even used to make the bricks that were later used to build homes and even churches. Circleville was built around and on top of a mound complex. Even Columbus was built on and around a mound complex. That's how Mound Street got its name. In fact, in the early 1800s, there was a massive mound at the intersection of High Street and Mound Street. It was 40 feet tall and approximately 300 feet wide. But in the 1830s, it was decided that the population had grown to the point that mound needed to be removed, and the clay from that mound was used to make bricks that was used to build the first Ohio State House, which later burnt to the ground. So yes, it would make sense that the spirits of this great land might be a bit peeved.
They said, "Oh, really? Oh, so you gonna fucking take down my pyramid? Not only you gonna take it down, you gonna take my bricks and shit, build you a whole nother building off of my energy? Well, go on ahead then. I'm gonna let you build it up and put your offices and shit in there. And afterwards, guess what? I'm finna left out of this situation, baby. We finna burn this shit to the ground." Allegedly, that's what the ancestors said. Yep, that's what they said.
There are over 100 pyramids along.
One thing y'all gotta know is our ancestors built pyramids all over this place.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. You go to East St. Louis, you got a place in East St. Louis called the Cahokia Mounds. And it's an old civilization, Indian tribe called themselves the Cahokians. You know what I'm saying? And you look at these mounds were pyramids. Then you start digging in these mounds, you find hieroglyphs. They done found emerald tablets with Hebrew writings on it, the Hebrew commandments on it, and they carbon dated these things back, and it's older than things that's actually in what they call Egypt today. It's a conflict.
Imagine fucking around thinking you in Chicago, and then you read you get what I'm saying? You just stop at the corner store and shit, just getting a little gas, reflection, and you go in the corner store, and you know how they had a little shit that you know what's all around the city and stuff, reflection, and it say, "Welcome to Egypt." You said, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be in Ohio. Why the fuck this shit say welcome to Egypt? Why do they say welcome to Egypt? Then you be like, excuse me, I'm looking for Ohio. They like, yeah, you in Ohio. And you be like, but this shit say Egypt. They were like, yeah, it's Egypt too. It's Egypt, Ohio. Then you look, reflect, because I'm from Mars, so it confuses us. We like, wait a minute. You just said this was Ohio. How is it Egypt and Ohio? What the fuck is you talking about? What do you mean? Do you mean this was Egypt, then you put Ohio on top of it? Like, let me know, because we just trying to make it make sense. We trying to figure out some shit. Reflection. That's all we doing.
Just let it slip a little bit. Why is 90% of the Grand Canyon off limits? Well, they'll tell you it's for ecological reasons. Wrong. Because U.S. military is literally on the rim drilled into certain caverns that they identify through all their technical abilities and extracted giant mummies. There's a legend that Mark Antony and Cleopatra, when they knew they were in big trouble with Rome, they sent their son, Alexander Helios, to the west with 50,000 of their most trusted servants, scientists, etc. And for the record, they absolutely knew how to circumnavigate the globe. The idea of isolationism was pretty much the foundation of the Smithsonian by John Wesley Powell. So in other words, it was important for the idea that nobody traveled any place to keep the false narrative going, because there's even evidence of the Chinese in the Grand Canyon and some of the caves, statues of Buddha, for instance.
Now, Forbidden History Revealed.
Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with the crew, and this is how we do. We over here talking about the hidden mystery behind these pyramids. We're talking about Egyptians reflection. We're talking about Egyptian history, American history, Egyptian history, same shit. Okay, allegedly. Now, reflection. Listen, they said keep on, Tarithia. Keep on. We finna put your ass back on this spaceship. I was just letting them know, reflection. Shit, they thought they was in Ohio the whole time. It was Egypt. Allegedly.
Yo, somebody's been lying. Did they tell you that there's pyramids hidden all over America, especially North America? Pyramids and mounds, all right? Matter of fact, a lot of people watching this video are the descendants of the ancient mound builders, all right? A prehistoric, yeah, you heard me right, a prehistoric culture of North America. But for now, check this out.
Pyramid Lake in Los Angeles, California. Now, first and foremost, it's called Pyramid Lake because of this structure right here. We're going to talk about exactly how it got there. So, first we're going to tell you what they say. At first this lake was a river, but in the 30s, around 1933, they cut the mountain to make way for this, series of roads right here. Here's where it starts getting fishy. They started cutting into the mountain because this mountain is basically mostly just sand. It's not hard rock. This is a relatively soft mountain. And they stopped. And when they stopped right here, they left a pyramid, basically structure in the side of the mountain. Now, they say this was done by mistake, and that's why the lake was then later called Pyramid Lake. But here's the thing. They say this was formed by accident. But why on the sides are there clear, as you can see, it would then taper off into another series of ridges from the side of the pyramid, right? They also cut the mountain right here to make this parking lot, right? Now, as you can see, when they cut the mountain right here, there is no pyramid. And also, what's the point of leaving it in a pyramid-like structure? That would actually be, vain. That would have no reason. What appears to have happened is they started to cut into the mountain, which was just piled up sand. And they dug until they hit this, and then they stopped. That's literally what it looks like. And when you look at it from ground view, it looks like a perfect pyramid from ancient times. You would think that this is something that you would see in Saqqara, Egypt. You would think this is something that you would see in Mesoamerica. They don't want you to know that this southern part of California was a part of a Hamitic civilization that
Make this shit make sense, baby. He said, listen, I'm from the people that don't believe in coincidences. You over here with the crew, we don't believe in coincidence. Maybe one, maybe a little pinch of a coincidence, maybe a little pinch of a conspiracy reflection, but we don't believe in coincidences. Everything over here is for a reason, and everything over here with the crew is alleged. It's what we heard over here on Mars Reflection. Now, with that being said, hit the like and subscribe button, because y'all already know they said, listen, also you going over your marker. You know we don't give you but a hot 35 minutes over here on Earth, and damn it, Tariq, you tried to take 55. So with that being said, reflection, let me get my spaceship up off of Earth and head back to Mars. Until next time.